Question 1. What does it imply when a yellow beacon is flashing above an intersection? A. Warns drivers to proceed with caution. B. Requires drivers to stop if making a left turn. C. Permits drivers to continue at the same speed. D. Requires drivers to stop if making a right turn. The answer is warns drivers to proceed with caution. Question 2. When the light is green, who has the legal right-of-way over everyone else at an intersection? A. Drivers turning left. B. Drivers turning right. C. Pedestrians crossing with the light. D. Pedestrians crossing against the light. The answer is C. Pedestrians crossing with the light. Question 3. When approaching an intersection with a yield sign, you must do the following. A. Stop, then enter oncoming traffic slowly. B. Stop, then enter oncoming traffic quickly. C. Speed up and force their way into oncoming traffic. D. Slow down, stop if necessary, and proceed only when the way is clear. The answer is D. Slow down, stop if necessary, and proceed only when the way is clear. Question 4. What lane must drivers be in before turning left from a 1A street? A. In the lane closest to the center line of the roadway. B. The lane does not matter provided the driver signals. C. In the lane closest to the left-hand side of the roadway. D. In the lane closest to the right-hand side of the roadway. The answer is C. In the lane closest to the left-hand side of the roadway. Question 5. What does the law require drivers to do if an emergency vehicle with lights on and sirens sounding is traveling on a street with two-way traffic? A. Signal the driver to pass. B. Continue at the same speed. C. Speed up and get out of the way. D. Pull to the right as far as possible and stop. The answer is D. Pull to the right as far as possible and stop. Question 6. Is the driver responsible for ensuring that passengers wear seat belts? A. Only if the passengers are in the back seat. B. Only if the passengers are in the front seat. C. Only if the passengers are over 16 years of age. D. Only if the passengers are under 16 years of age. The answer is D. Only if the passengers are under 16 years of age. Question 7. A person whose driver's license is suspended may A. Operate a motor vehicle to and from work. B. Not operate a motor vehicle under any circumstance. C. Operate a motor vehicle in the case of an extreme emergency. D. Operate a motor vehicle when accompanied by a licensed driver. The answer is B. Not operate a motor vehicle under any circumstance. Question 8. Why are drivers required to use signals when turning? A. To notify pedestrians of their intention. B. To notify oncoming traffic of their intention. C. To notify drivers behind them of their intention. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 9. What lane must a driver be in before making a left turn on a roadway with traffic moving in both directions? A. The lane closest to the left-hand side of the roadway. B. The lane does not matter provided the driver signals. C. The lane closest to the right-hand side of the roadway. D. The lane immediately to the right of the center line of the roadway. The answer is D. The lane immediately to the right of the center line of the roadway. Question 10. What you should do while using an entry ramp to enter a highway. A. Slow down, then enter the freeway at a sharp angle. B. Drive slowly and be prepared to stop for freeway traffic. C. Signal, increase speed and merge smoothly with traffic. D. Stop on the acceleration lane, wait for an opening, and then enter the freeway rapidly. The answer is C. Signal, increase speed and merge smoothly with traffic. Question 11. In cities and towns where there are no posted speed limits, the maximum speed is A. 30 kilometers per hour. B. 40 kilometers per hour. C. 50 kilometers per hour. D. 60 kilometers per hour. The answer is C. 50 kilometers per hour. Question 12. What conditions must drivers utilize low-beam headlights while driving with their headlights on? A. Within 30 meters of an oncoming vehicle. B. Within 50 meters of an oncoming vehicle. C. Within 150 meters of an oncoming vehicle. D. Within 300 meters of an oncoming vehicle. The answer is C. Within 150 meters of an oncoming vehicle. Question 13. When making a right turn, which lane of traffic should drivers be in? A. The lane approaching from the left. B. The lane closest to the left side of the road. C. The lane closest to the right side of the road. D. The lane closest to the center line of the road. The answer is C. The lane closest to the right side of the road. Question 14. Is there a seatbelt law in Ontario? A. No. B. Yes. The answer is B. Yes. Question 15. When must the lights of a vehicle be switched on by law? A. No specified time. B. Between sunset and sunrise. C. Between sunset and sunrise as well as any other time visibility is not clear for a distance of 150 m. D. Between half an hour before sunset to half an hour after sunrise and at any other time visibility is not clear for a distance of 150 m. The answer is D. Between half an hour before sunset to half an hour after sunrise and at any other time visibility is not clear for a distance of 150 m. Question 16. What must cars do according to the law before passing a streetcar that has stopped to pick up or drop off passengers in an area without a safety zone? A. Sound horn and pass with caution. B. Pass on the left side when the way is clear. C. Stop behind the rear of the streetcar, then proceed with caution. D. Stop at least 2 meters behind the rear doors where passengers are getting on or off. The answer is D. Stop at least 2 meters behind the rear doors where passengers are getting on or off. Question 17. When a police officer instructs a driver to pull over, driver should A. The driver must slow down and stop the vehicle in the driving lane it has been using. B. The driver must slow down, pull over as far to the left as safely possible and come to a complete stop. C. The driver must slow down, pull over as far to the right as safely possible and come to a complete stop. D. The driver must continue driving until the nearest parking lot, signal, pull into the parking lot, and stop. The answer is C. The driver must slow down, pull over as far to the right as safely possible and come to a complete stop. Question 18. If two vehicles arrive at an uncontrolled intersection at roughly the same time, the right-of-way should be given to A. Neither one. B. The one moving faster. C. The vehicle approaching from the left. D. The vehicle approaching from the right. The answer is D. The vehicle approaching from the right. Question 19. If a driver is caught driving with a blood alcohol concentration, the police can immediately suspend the driver's license for up to 3 days for a first offense. I. 0.07 to 0.08. B. 0.08 to 0.18. C. 0.08 to 0.10. D. 0.05 to 0.08. The answer is D. 0.05 to 0.08. Question 20. What must a driver do while approaching a stop sign before proceeding into an intersection? A. Stop, sound horn, then proceed. B. Slow down, sound horn, and proceed. C. Stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. D. Slow down, and if the way is clear, proceed. The answer is C. Stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. Question 21. What does a flashing red beacon above an intersection mean? A. Slow down and drive with increased caution. B. Signal light is out of order. Proceed with caution. C. Slow down and if necessary yield right-of-way to vehicles approaching from the left or right. D. Drivers must come to a complete stop and move through the intersection only when it is safe to do so. The answer is drivers must come to a complete stop and move through the intersection only when it is safe to do so. Question 22. What must a driver do first when the traffic signal light in front of him is red and he intends to proceed straight through the intersection? A. Stop, proceed when the way is clear. B. Slow down, proceed when the way is clear. C. Stop, give pedestrians the right-of-way, then proceed with caution. D. Stop, wait until the light changes to green and the intersection is clear before moving through it. The answer is D. Stop, wait until the light changes to green and the intersection is clear before moving through it. Question 23. The driver of a motor vehicle is not permitted to transport the following items in the trailer or boat when towing. A. People. B. Firearms. C. Camping equipment. D. Flammable materials. The answer is A. People. Question 24. Drivers of motor vehicles must maintain a minimum passing distance when passing cyclists. A. 1 meter between the vehicle and the cyclist. B. 2 meters between the vehicle and the cyclist. C. 5 meters between the vehicle and the cyclist. D. 3 meters between the vehicle and the cyclist. The answer is A. 1 meter between the vehicle and the cyclist. Question 25. What should a driver do if a signal light changes from green to amber as they approach an intersection? A. Speed up to clear the intersection as quickly as possible. B. Stop. If stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. C. Maintain current speed and continue through the intersection. D. Sound horn to warn pedestrians and other drivers that the vehicle will travel through the intersection. The answer is B. Stop. If stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. Question 26. Where must automobiles stop while approaching a junction without a stop sign, crosswalk, or sidewalk? A. Right before the stop sign. B. A little into the intersection. C. Right beside the stop sign. D. At the edge of the intersection. The answer is D. At the edge of the intersection. Question 27. What is the minimum distance a driver must follow another vehicle before using low-beam headlights when lights are required? A. Within 30 meters. B. Within 60 meters. C. Within 90 meters. D. Within 120 meters. The answer is B. Within 60 meters. Question 28. Why are vehicle emissions tests required? A. Because the vehicle is past a certain age. B. Because the vehicle registration needs to be renewed. C. Because the vehicle may be grossly polluting the environment. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 29. When the light is green, who has the legal right-of-way over everyone else at an intersection? A. Drivers turning left. B. Drivers turning right. C. Pedestrians crossing with the light. D. Pedestrians crossing against the light. The answer is C. Pedestrians crossing with the light. Question 30. Why are drivers required to use signals when turning? A. To notify pedestrians of their intention. B. To notify oncoming traffic of their intention. C. To notify drivers behind them of their intention. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 1. How many days will G drivers be suspended after accumulating 15 demerit points? A. Suspended for 7 days. B. Suspended for 15 days. C. Suspended for 30 days. D. Suspended for 60 days. The answer is C. Suspended for 30 days. Question 2. After a 9 demerit point, the Ministry of Transportation may suspend G drivers' licenses. A. If the license is not needed for business purposes. B. If the driver does not have at least 5 years driving experience. C. The ministry is not permitted to suspend licenses until drivers reach 15 demerit points. D. If the driver fails to attend the interview or fails to give good reasons for being permitted to keep the license. The answer is D. If the driver fails to attend the interview or fails to give good reasons for being permitted to keep the license. Question 3. Who has the right-of-way if a traffic signal changes while a pedestrian is still on the street? A. The pedestrian. B. Motorists making a turn. C. Motorists coming from left. D. Motorists coming from right. The answer is A. The pedestrian. Question 4. Drivers who are involved in a reportable accident must notify their provincial or regional police. A. Immediately. B. Within 24 hours. C. Within 48 hours. D. Within 72 hours. The answer is A. Immediately. Question 5. Drivers are required by law to report a collision to the police when there are injuries or damage to vehicles or other property that exceeds A. $500. B. $1,000. C. $2,000. D. $5,000. The answer is C. $2,000. Question 6. What is the accessible parking permit? A. Permits the person with the disability to park anywhere, including areas signed, no parking. B. Allows drivers to park in a disabled parking space even if the person with the disability is a not passenger. C. Issued to an individual, entitles the vehicle in which it is displayed to be parked in a designated disabled parking space. D. All the above. The answer is C. Issued to an individual, entitles the vehicle in which it is displayed to be parked in a designated disabled parking space. Question 7. What can wet roads cause? A. Hydroplaning. B. Poor visibility. C. Loss of traction. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 8. What is the minimal following distance that drivers should keep between their car and the motorcycle? A. 1 second. B. 2 seconds. C. 3 seconds. D. 4 seconds. The answer is C. 3 seconds. Question 9. If the road ahead is congested as you approach an intersection, you should A. Keep as close as possible to the car ahead. B. Honk loudly to warn cars ahead to start moving. C. Make a U-turn and find another road that does not have a traffic jam. D. Stop and wait until the traffic ahead moves on before entering the intersection. The answer is D. Stop and wait until the traffic ahead moves on before entering the intersection. Question 10. What happens if a driver is pulled over 3 times or more and has a blood alcohol level in the warn range of 0.05 to 0.08? A. A mandatory alcohol treatment program. B. A 30-day license suspension and a $150 fine. C. An ignition interlock condition lasting 6 months. D. All of above. The answer is D. All of above. Question 11. Drivers are required to stop when a train is signaled to approach by an electronic or mechanical mechanism at a railway crossing. A. Stop at least 5 m from the nearest rail or gate. C. Stop at least 1.5 m from the nearest rail or gate. D. Accelerate and cross the tracks as quickly as possible. C. Slow down and proceed across the tracks with extreme caution. The answer is A. Stop at least 5 m from the nearest rail or gate. Question 12. What documentation can drivers be asked to provide by police officers? A. Their own valid driver's license. B. A pink insurance slip for the vehicle being driven. C. The ownership papers for the vehicle being driven. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 13. How do you stop quickly on a slick or wet road? A. Apply the brakes as usual. Do not brake hard. B. Brake hard and hold the wheel firmly to prevent the vehicle from skidding. C. Do not brake. Release the gas pedal and let the vehicle slow down and stop on its own. D. Brake firmly. If the wheels lock, release and reapply the brakes in quick succession until the vehicle comes to a stop. The answer D. Brake firmly. If the wheels lock, release and reapply the brakes in quick succession until the vehicle comes. Question 14. What does a blue light on a car imply when it flashes? A. An ambulance. B. Snow removal equipment. C. A police emergency vehicle. D. A motor vehicle carrying explosives. The answer is B. Snow removal equipment. Question 15. When approached by a continuous or flashing red hand symbol, pedestrians need to A. Cross slowly. B. Wave at the red hand in order to be polite. C. Race across the intersection as quickly as possible. D. Not begin to cross the road. If they have already begun to cross, they should finish crossing quickly and safely. The answer is D. Not begin to cross the road. If they have already begun to cross, they should finish crossing quickly and safely. Question 16. What does a solid line to the left of a lane mean? A. It is unsafe to pass. B. Overtake and pass with caution. C. Pass as soon as it is safe to do so. D. Pass only when there is no traffic in sight. The answer is A. It is unsafe to pass. Question 17. What steps are involved in changing lanes? A. Signaling and decreasing speed. B. Checking the rearview mirror. C. Honking the horn and providing the appropriate hand signal. D. Signaling, checking the rearview mirror, and checking blind spots. The answer is D. Signaling, checking the rearview mirror, and checking blind spots. Question 18. What does it indicate when a red light has a green arrow? A. Stop and then proceed. B. The green arrow is for pedestrians only. C. Proceed with caution in the direction of arrow. D. Stop and wait for a green light before turning in the direction of the arrow. The answer is C. Proceed with caution in the direction of arrow. Question 19. At a junction where turns to the left and right are allowed, a flashing green light means that automobiles may A. Turn to the left if the way is clear. B. Turn to the right if the way is clear. C. Proceed straight through if the way is clear. D. Turn right or left or go straight if the way is clear. The answer is D. Turn right or left or go straight if the way is clear. Question 20. What should drivers do to keep themselves and their vehicles safe when driving on black ice? A. Put the vehicle in neutral and steer in the desired direction. B. Brake hard while maintaining a firm grip on the steering wheel. C. Calmly remove their foot from the accelerator and steer in the desired direction. D. Calmly remove their foot from the accelerator and steer immediately to side of the road. The answer is D. Calmly remove their foot from the accelerator and steer immediately to side of the road. Question 21. How soon must drivers notify the Ministry of Transportation of any name or address changes? A. Within 6 days. B. Within 12 days. C. Within 28 days. D. Until the next time they need to renew their license. The answer is A. Within 6 days. Question 22. What conditions could result in a driver losing their license? A. Failure to pay a reinstatement fee. B. Failure to attend a re-examination. C. Failure to pay a traffic fine when ordered by the courts. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 23. On a roadway without a median strip, a school bus is stopped with flashing red signal lights. What are the legal requirements for drivers? A. Wait for approaching vehicles to pass, then pass. B. Proceed along the road, honking their horns loudly. C. Reduce speed and pass with care, watching for children who may be crossing the highway. D. Stop at least 20 m away if approaching the bus from behind, or stop a safe distance from the bus if approaching from the opposite direction. Proceed only when the bus signal lights are no longer flashing. The answer is D. Stop at least. Question 24. When is it legal for drivers to give their license to another person? A. Never. B. When the other person is learning to drive. C. When the other person needs it for an emergency. D. When the other person needs it for identification purposes. The answer is A. Never. Question 25. The right turn hand and arm signal is displayed by A. Arm out and up. B. Arm out and down. C. Circular motion of the arm. D. Arm straight out the window. The answer is A. Arm out and up. Question 26. Flares or reflectors must be put on the front and back of the vehicle at a distance of around 10 feet if a commercial vehicle breaks down on the road while lights are needed. A. 30 m. B. 60 m. C. 90 m. D. 100 m. The answer is A. 30 m. Question 27. What action should drivers take if they start to nod off while driving? A. Reduce speed. B. Turn up the radio. C. Stop in a safe area and rest. D. Open the window for some fresh air. The answer is C. Stop in a safe area and rest. Question 28. What should drivers do if a police officer gestures them to proceed through a red light intersection? A. Wait for the light to turn green. B. Obey the police officer's signal and proceed. C. Call the police officer's attention to the red light. D. Stop to make sure the police officer wants them to go through. The answer is B. Obey the police officer's signal and proceed. Question 29. How much insurance coverage is available to uninsured drivers? A. No coverage whatsoever. B. $15,000 insurance coverage. C. $10,000 insurance coverage. D. $20,000 insurance coverage. The answer is A. No coverage whatsoever. Question 60. Why are drivers required to use signals when turning? A. To notify pedestrians of their intention. B. To notify oncoming traffic of their intention. C. To notify drivers behind them of their intention. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 1. What are some safe driving techniques for going down a steep hill in a car? A. Turn off the ignition. B. Engage the clutch and coast. C. Place the vehicle into neutral. D. Gear down, using the motor to assist in braking. The answer is D. Gear down, using the motor to assist in braking. Question 2. Drivers who refuse to provide a blood or breath sample when requested by law enforcement. A. Will receive a warning letter by mail. B. Will have their license suspended immediately for 7 days. C. Will have their license suspended immediately for 30 days. D. Will have their license suspended immediately for 90 days. The answer is D. Will have their license suspended immediately for 90 days. Question 3. What should you do if your car breaks down on Ontario Highway? A. Get out and walk to get help. B. Honk the horn in order to signal for help. C. Get out and try to wave highway traffic around the vehicle. D. Pull over, turn on the emergency flashers, and wait for help. The answer is D. Pull over, turn on the emergency flashers, and wait for help. Question 4. If your wheels move from the paved road to the road shoulder, you should A. Grip the steering wheel firmly and avoid heavy braking. B. Keep the vehicle under control and steer back onto the paved road. C. Release the gas pedal, allowing the vehicle to slow down naturally. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 5. Drivers must first take note of the following before doing a U-turn. A. Weather conditions. B. Posted traffic regulations. C. The turning radius of the road. D. The height of the curbs at the sides of the road. The answer is B. Posted traffic regulations. Question 6. What you should do before move your car from a parked position. A. Signal and enter the live lane of traffic. B. Honk loudly and quickly enter the live lane of traffic. C. Check for other traffic and slowly enter the live lane of traffic. D. Always signal and check mirrors and blind spot for traffic. Enter the live lane of traffic only when it is safe to do so. The answer is D. Always signal and check mirrors and blind spot for traffic. Enter the live lane of traffic only when it is safe to do so. Question 7. The following rules apply to both G1 and G2 license holders. A. Driver's blood alcohol must be 0. B. Each person in the vehicle must wear a seatbelt. C. Drivers must not operate a motor vehicle if they have been drinking alcohol. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Question 8. Understand is a space that cannot be seen in the rear view or side mirrors of the car. A. Safe zone. B. Blind spot. C. Dark area. D. Danger zone. The answer is B. Blind spot. Question 9. When another car tries to pass, what should you do? A. Drivers should move to the right and let it pass. B. Drivers should move to the left to prevent passing. C. Drivers should accelerate so that passing is not necessary. D. Drivers should tap their brakes to tell the other driver not to pass. The answer is A. Drivers should move to the right and let it pass. Question 10. In the event that a dark approaching vehicle is utilizing its high beams, drivers should turn their lights on high beam as well. B. Look at the headlights of the approaching vehicle. C. Open and shut their eyes continuously and rapidly. D. Look up beyond and slightly to the right of the oncoming lights. The answer is D. Look up beyond and slightly to the right of the oncoming lights. Question 11. Skidding is typically caused by A. Hard braking. B. Driving too fast. C. Accelerating too quickly. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Question 12. Whenever parked downhill, A. The front wheels must be parallel to the curb. B. The front wheels must be turned towards the curb or right shoulder. C. The front wheels must be turned to the left and the parking brake must be set. D. The direction of the wheels doesn't matter as long as the parking brake must be set. The answer is B. The front wheels must be turned towards the curb or right shoulder. Question 13. How many meters must drivers be able to see in both directions in order to legally make a U-turn?
150 metres. B 250 metres.
C. 100 meters. D. 300 meters. The answer is A. 150 meters. Question 14. When is it necessary for cars to pause for school buses on roadways with a median? A. Every time the bus stops. B. Upon every approach to a school bus. C. There is no need to stop on roads with a median. D. When behind a stopped bus which has its upper red lights flashing. The answer is D. When behind a stopped bus which has its upper red lights flashing. Question 15. The left turn hand and arm signal is displayed by A. Arm out and up. B. Arm out and down. C. Circular motion of the arm. D. Arm straight out the window. The answer is D. Arm straight out the window. Question 16. Slower vehicles can move into the right lane via special passing or climbing lanes, allowing faster ones to safely pass in the left lane. A. True. B. False. The answer is A. True. Question 17. When one of the front tires fails, the car will pull hard to A. The left side. B. The right side. C. The side of the road. D. The side that has the flat tire. The answer is D. The side that has the flat tire. Question 18. Two solid lines drawn on the road. A. It is unsafe to pass. B. Stop before the lines and yield to pedestrians. C. Guide traffic away from fixed objects such as bridge piers or concrete islands. D. It means the lane you are in is ending or exiting and that you must change lanes. The answer is C. Guide traffic away from fixed objects such as bridge piers or concrete islands. Question 19. You must, when turning left from a one-way road into a one-way road, A. Turn from the left curb lane to the left curb lane. B. Turn from the left curb lane to the right curb lane. C. Turn from the right curb lane to the left curb lane. D. Turn from the right curb lane to the right curb lane. The answer is A. Turn from the left curb lane to the left curb lane. Question 20. What actions should you take if you become stranded or stuck in the snow? Build a fire for warmth and to signal for help. B. Get out of the vehicle and begin walking to get help. C. Keep the engine running so that people in the vehicle will not freeze. D. Run the vehicle's engine no more than about 5 minutes every hour to stay warm while avoiding carbon monoxide poisoning. The answer is D. Run the vehicle's engine no more than about 5 minutes every hour to stay warm while avoiding carbon monoxide poisoning. Question 21. If a driver leaves the scene of an accident, how many demerit points will be assessed against their license? A. 3 points. B. 5 points. C. 7 points. D. 9 points. The answer is C. 7 points. Question 22. What should drivers do if there are continuity lines to the right of their lane when traveling on a highway close to an exit ramp? They must exit because their lane is ending. B. They must merge with the traffic to their right. C. They must merge with the traffic to their left. D. They are not required to do anything unless they want to exit. The lane is unaffected. The answer is D. They are not required to do anything unless they want to exit. The lane is unaffected. Question 23. A three-point turn begins at the roads? A. Any side. B. Center. C. Left side. D. Far right side. The answer is D. Far right side. Question 24. When is it permissible to pass on the right side of the road? A. Never. B. Whenever it can be done safely. C. At any time a vehicle is turning left, even if the right shoulder is unpaved. D. Only when passing a vehicle turning left and only if the right shoulder is paved. The answer is D. Only when passing a vehicle turning left and only if the right shoulder is paved. Question 25. The penalty for failing to use a child car seat or booster seat as required by law is A. 4 demerit points. B. 3 demerit points. C. Up to $1,000 plus 2 demerit points. D. Up to $500 plus 3 demerit points. The answer is C. Up to $1,000 plus 2 demerit points. Question 26. What is the significance of a white arrow painted on a lane? A. It shows where you must stop. B. Stop before the arrow and yield to pedestrians. C. You may move only in the direction of the arrow. D. Move to the far left or far right lane as soon as the way is clear. The answer is C. You may move only in the direction of the arrow. Question 27. In a roundabout, who has the right of way? A. A driver already in the roundabout. B. A driver approaching the roundabout. C. A driver turning left into the roundabout. D. A driver turning right into the roundabout. The answer is A. A driver already in the roundabout. Question 28. At an intersection with marked left turn lanes on the pavement, A. You can use it to park your car. B. Does not matter, provided you signal. C. You can use it to pass slower traffic. D. Make your turn from the marked lane. The answer is D. Make your turn from the marked lane. Question 29. Skidding can happen as a result of hydroplaning. Hydroplaning is a term used when A. The vehicle develops a flat tire. B. The vehicle's tire pressure is too high. C. The vehicle encounters black ice on the roadway. D. The vehicle's tires ride on top of the water as if they were water skis. The answer is D. The vehicle's tires ride on top of the water as if they were water skis. Question 30. On some roadways, the center lane serves as A. Passing lane. B. Short-term parking. C. Emergency parking. D. Two-way left turn lane. The answer is D. Two-way left turn lane.